Early rise, early rise. Get from in between those thighs. Amen. The topic is what did you say? What did you say? What did you say 4 years ago? What did you say? Did you call upon Satan? Did you call upon Lucifer? Because we all know that contract was sealed with Damien Kuptifield, the devil. It was sealed and delivered via J-U-D G-E. D. G-E-D. Did you get one? Because I did. Now, where do I start? Let's address this one here. Now, some of y'all are aware because y'all is in the thick of it, right? That it's a group of Ossifios that decided they wanted to make children on the spectrum do certain things. Amen? And listen, I said we're going to get to the technicalities and the principalities and the powers that may be, that ought be, but they not. You know what I'm talking about? Pastor. I sat there and I said, look at this debauchery right here. Now, child support is a touchy topic. It's a touchy topic. 2100. Y'all notice how the 2000s, is it symbolic? Is it symbolic of 2026 that everybody's amount that they want, that they feel they deserve is in the 2000s? Amen. When I said 6 years ago, approximately, about 5, that there was a pastor stepping out, no one said it was Bryant. No one. Not in my thoughts, not in my ears, because at that time, I wasn't who God created me to be fully yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, I said there's someone stepping outside of their contractual agreement and they're about to have a baby. Amen? And what happened? He had the baby. That's one of them. He had the baby. But listen, it's a touchy subject because of who he had a baby with. He didn't know that she is considered demon class and she has connected abilities. Amen? So when she gets mad, she makes her child talk to the other children on the spectrum until today, because you busted it out of it, and have them do things that she don't even want her own child doing. Amen. See, God turns on that ear of deceit. Amen. So I'm sitting here and I'm saying, all right, I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to it. Anytime it's a child support issue, I gotta stay in the midget lane. I gotta stay in the midget lane because of who I am. But anytime I hear anything about a spectrum, I'm like, because I got one. You know what I'm saying? And so they say 2100. I said, Then I say, let me Google it. And turns out that this child is approximately 10 years old. Do you understand what your baby mama been doing spiritually? Because of what you ain't paying. Amen. She wants to make God do something to you because of who you say you are. Amen. I said, leave the cheering alone. It don't matter if they on the spectrum or not, but this one say, I know my child is special because of who his parents is. You know, there's a saying, they say only demons go to church. That was the old belief. But apparently, they be in your bed all the time, Pastor. Amen. I said she one of them that be talking in her mind to what she feels is the underworld, and it's not, saying, make this go viral, make this, have this, and everyone that has a spiritual gift, that has a child on the spectrum, just about that ascended, has to start doing stuff to calm their child on the spectrum down. Oh yes, it is a touchy subject with me. Now, I'm sitting here saying, won't he do it? He will drop it right there in front of you so you can understand, address it, so we can all move on. Because this one is persistent. She wants individuals to go to the store at the same time as her, drop the children off at the same time as her up until late, because as of late, because now it's kicking in. That spectrum is kicking in. As a matter of fact, this is one that said, I do not want the big G, which is G-O-D, not the little g, which is Jesus, talking to my child. This is what she said. I know, because I am a high-ranking angel. You could quote me on that. She said, no, I don't want him talking. Because her objective is to humiliate you, Pastor. And she proceeded on. But let's go back. Because it was a group of individuals that could not understand, they couldn't figure out why they kept running into all of this foolishness with their children's fathers. It's a mixture of those that pay child support, and it's a mixture of those that don't. When that child support is paid, she is quiet. But when it is not, she wants everyone that has a child with a spiritual gift on the spectrum to obey her commands. Large Fanta, orange with ice, Chick-fil-A. That ring any bells, Latoya? Why we got to know your order all the time? Cause Junior. It's so many that are saying that one. I want to know who that is, because she feels like she belongs with a celebrity of any branch because of who she has a child with. Amen. I said, Latoya, in my mind, and she said, cut it. Because she feels like she has favor with G-O-D. And that means when she asks G-O-D to cut the communication after she wants it to go viral, he's going to do it. But that is not G-O-D that is overseeing you, miss. Now, when I say somebody's perturbed at the fact that somebody's about to get married again, I didn't even realize until today that it was you. Now, those of you that are saying, wait a minute, let me tell y'all, I asked 3 years ago for all of the children on the spectrum to have their communication cut. I asked God to do that because of the foolishness that these ones do that feel they have favor with God. They use God as a pawn. She sits back and says, at least I'm not homeless. I got a child with a celebrity. Ooh, when I get off of this, I'm going to finish watching that real CASE unfold. Yes, I am, ma'am. Because I want to know what you sat up there and lied about. Because the JUDGE say, wait a minute, let me swear this one in. Because she forgot. Conveniently, huh? She forgot. She just, someone was sitting there saying, when you start accusing her of not doing her job, she was like, wait a minute, I know who you is. Remember when I said they'd be doing them stop justice rituals? that did not work out in your favor, miss. Woo-wee. It sure did not. Been into any good Baptist churches lately? Word around Mississippi is you got your eye on the sparrow, amen? I am not done with you, because the minute my child starts talking about Chick-fil-A and Carl's Jr., I'm going back live, because I know it's you. I'm telling you right now. So we just gonna scooty-dooty right on. Hey, look, before she say, he slashed my tires. He took the doors off the hinges. I got to move state to state. That sounds familiar. Now, everyone that done had that experience within the last 4 years, 4 to 5 years, you understand why. Because this is also someone that said, I want to be bound to anyone with any type of psychic gift. And she does watch readings, by the way. She is also one of the ones that say, nobody gonna trust no tarot reader. Woo-wee. It was what, about a year ago? She said, it took 4 years. Yes, because this is Condemnation Row. That's what it is, boo-boo. That's what it is. Now, try to figure out if you like me or if you don't, because I am what they call a truth teller. I'm going to tell it like a T.I. is. You know what I'm saying? Just like Charleston White. Now, let's get to it. I seen something, and I said, I need to laugh this morning. He said, do you identify with your blackness? And I said, what? Do you identify with your black identity? Black at the black at the black, black at the black at the black, black at the black at the black, black. Yes, sir. How do you define a blackness? I was born. Do you hate white people? Wait a minute, who paying me? No, I don't. How do you feel about Christians? Is you a Christian? Wait, I think my mama won. Is you married? 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, yeah. How long you been married? Let me see. 3 years. 3 years. 3 years I've been married. I have traditional values. I'm like Archie Bunker. He went to Archie Bunker on him. He said, I'm going to call her a B and tell her to sit down. And he said, ha! Because he identified with that. How does your wife feel about that? What is your wife? Sound like an investigative reporter. What does your wife say about your true nature in the house? What's she gonna say? We married. I got her bound. She ain't finna be. Uh, do you have perfect peace? What? Perfect peace. Perfect peace means to me that I can sit and get fellatio from one person this time. But my children keep disturbing. Well, Thursday I had perfect peace. It's Saturday and a half. No, no, I do not. I got a wife and children. What's this ninja talking about over here? Where am I at? Where am I at? Wait. 20s and 30s, 50s and 40s. Ask me another question. He said, wait a minute, what did you say? He said, I am like every other average American. I drink wine and I smoke a cigar. Johnson, why you be cracking me up? Why they booked me for this? 20s and 30s, 50s and 40s. Look into my eyes. Look into, you see how big my eyes is? Ain't you like 80, 90? I don't want to look directly into his eyes because he kind of scared me. Wait a minute, did I bring my pistol? How long has it been? This has been an hour. I gotta tear up out of here. Wait, I think I need me a left hand cigarette. How do you feel? How do you feel about racism? I done dipped in every flower in the pot. Amen. Racism doesn't exist since I got all these zeros attached to my name no more. Back in the day, I was just like everybody else, the white man and the white man and the white. But now the white man paying me, so hey, racism is over. How do you feel? How do you feel about? Wait a minute, I feel I lost my train of thought. Somebody give me a shot of morphine. Wait. What's his name? I looked him up too. I said, well, what is he known for? He's known for, look into my eyes. I'm about to seduce you, trans you. Y'all is cracking me up. Look. Charleston White is the perfect definition of what we call JCat out here in Cali. Why? I looked at it. I said, this dynamic, this is about to be funny. Apparently, he was getting interviewed by a conservative minister. This Pastor Day, amen. Is you coming up in my race too? Because I'm trying to tell you how many children you got. Because marriage is a solution. How many children you got? Charleston? Let me see. 2. I got 2, I think. I think she sent me. I've been watching Ether Readings and I'm not sure. But legally I got 2. So far, I don't know. It might be about 5. But since I'm on the show, wait a minute. Is my wife looking? Oh, her opinion don't matter. She bound. She ain't going nowhere. Hey, shut up, bitch. Suck on one. Be quiet. Sit down. I got to go on tour. That is it.